It's amazing how a single image can tell a whole story, right? An entire universe of conflict and power, all packed into one silent frame. Today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take one of these images and just deconstruct it piece by piece to unlock the epic narrative hidden inside. Okay, let's get into it.
So, just take a look at this. It's an absolutely striking scene, isn't it? Frozen in time. You've got this lone figure standing against a totally chaotic backdrop, just crackling with energy. The big question we're asking today is, what's the story here? What happened a second before this? And maybe more importantly, what's about to happen next?
All right, so figure that out. Here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with first impressions. Then we'll decode the warrior himself, analyze where all his power is coming from, try to understand this broken world, and finally, put it all together to figure out the battle that's about to go down.
Right off the bat, this image just hits you with a really powerful mood. It's this fantastic blend of high-tech sci-fi and classic old-school fantasy. We have what looks like a knight, for sure, but he's in a setting that feels like it's from the distant future, or maybe another dimension entirely.
So what it really boils down to are these three key elements. They immediately establish the core of our story. You've got a solitary hero, a shattered world, and a moment that is just brimming with immense, waiting power. These are the building blocks for the whole narrative.
Now, let's zoom in a little and focus on our central character. I mean, he's the protagonist of this silent story, so every little detail about him is going to be a clue.
The most revealing thing about him is, of course, his suit, and it's clearly not just for protection, it's a statement. So let's get a closer look. What can we really pull from its design?
Just look at the incredible detail here. You see those sharp, almost aggressive angles of the plates, but then they're contrasted by these glowing blue channels snaking through the crimson armor. They look like veins of pure energy.
So if we break it down, the aggressive plating suggests a seasoned combatant, This isn't his first fight. The energy channels tell us this is not just simple metal, this suit is powered. And the concealed face? That makes him an archetype, a symbol rather than just some guy. It's the perfect fusion of a futuristic soldier and a medieval knight, and of course it's all topped off with that classic heroic cape.
And the colors themselves tell a story. It's brilliant. Crimson red, that's the color of war, of power, of danger. But look how it's contained and channeled by that electric blue, which is all about controlled, advanced technology. It's literally a visual of a warrior who wields this immense raw power, but with total precision.
Okay, so now let's look at where all that power is actually coming from. Our warrior isn't acting alone here. He's directly connected to two key things, that incredible sword and the platform he's standing on.
Notice how the energy isn't just in the sword. The energy is the sword. The blade is basically a containment field for raw, unstable lightning. And then look at the ground beneath his feet. Those intricate, glowing patterns on that platform, they perfectly mirror the energy that's crackling around his weapon. There's no doubt about it, they're connected.
This brings us to a really cool concept, techno-magic. It's this idea that technology can get so advanced, so sophisticated, that it pretty much functions just like magic. So this warrior isn't just swinging a sword, he's wielding a piece of technology so powerful it feels completely mythical.
All right, let's pull the camera back and look at the bigger picture. Where is all this taking place? The background is every bit as important as the character in telling this story.
So we've got these jagged rocks just floating, as if gravity itself is broken. It suggests a reality that's been torn apart at the seams. The sky isn't just stormy, it's a cosmic maelstrom, and those red and blue nebula directly mirror the warrior's own power, which implies this conflict is literally world-altering. This place isn't just a battlefield, it's like a wound in the universe itself.
So, we've looked at the warrior, his weapon, and his world. Now let's put all the pieces together and try to reconstruct the story of this single, powerful moment. Piecing it all together, this is what we think we're seeing. First, the arrival. The warrior appears or activates this platform. Then, ignition. The platform acts like a charging station, just pumping energy into the sword, bringing it to full power. And finally, the stance. He plants his feet, grips his weapon, he's preparing for impact. He isn't attacking, he's bracing.
So looking at the full image again, we can see all of these layers at once now, can't we? It's not just a cool picture of a warrior anymore, it's the climax of an arrival, it's the charging of a superweapon, and it is the split second before a colossal confrontation kicks off.
And that, of course, brings us to the final, lingering question. We've deconstructed the hero. We understand his world and his power. We know he's getting ready for a massive fight, but the image deliberately leaves out one crucial thing. Who or what is he about to fight? And that part, well, that's left up to our imagination.